What lessons can the EU learn from the intergovernmental system in the former Yugoslavia?
The claim for going further, for strengthening the euro into the European Union by establishing a fiscal union, in my view, is not consistent with a project of intergovernmental mechanism of decisions. Because the Yugoslav experience shows that this is ineffective for even the timetable of the economic developments and the needs of taking rapid decision in moment when you have a crisis and you have to deal rapidly with a certain situation. So, in my view, the communitarian system is stronger and require, however, very courageous decisions by policymakers that have to accept to transfer sovereign rights to a different level in order to protect sovereignty in the states, in the current nation states, in the existing nation states.
David Cameron and Angela Merkel recently said that multiculturalism has failed in Europe. What message does that send to a country like Bosnia regarding its future as a part of the European Union?
In my view, this message was very detrimental. Why? Because in the moment when you have to deal with still deeply divided societies, as in the case of Bosnia, you are saying, although you are speaking about a different context in Germany or in Britain, that multiculturalism has failed. The interpretation that you can perceive into a deeply divided society is that this process of partition that has not been yet concluded should be concluded by dividing the ethnic groups and creating new states. This was not the aim of Merkel and Cameron, definitely. They were thinking about their own society under different conditions, different way, but this was the perception in the area. This reinforced the position of the policymakers that were building their own consensus on ethnic mobilization, speaking to emotions, organizing let's say, a support from the electorate that is based on the illusion that an ethnic, cultural, linguistic, religion homogeneity is the best factor for defending the community as a cohesive factor and a basis for relaunching the economy.
What is the role of identities and ethnicities in a community, and how is this concept expressed in the realities of the former Yugoslavia?
The society, former Yugoslavia society, but I would say also the Balkan societies in general, are deeply interethnic or intercultural, if you want, not multicultural. They are not dividing groups that do not communicate each other. On the contrary, they are interacting for generations. They have interacted for generations. So for this reason, I would say the tradition of national homogeneity that has been developed particularly in the 19th, 20th century Europe is in conflict with the intercultural tradition of the Balkans. So by transferring this element of modernity into the Balkans, this has created an additional element of friction and of divisions into the societies. So now, since we are also dealing with a process of integration, globalization, interdependence, the attempts of establishing divided communities according to a pretended homogeneity of language, of religions, of ethnocultural, historical factors, is again detrimental to the international, if you consider international processes. So all these elements de facto made the stabilization process into the area so difficult, and actually also a challenge for the future of Europe, since diversity is, and the way how democracy deals with diversity, represent the great challenge for the future of democratic societies. So I want to say that democracy is not any longer a fact of representation through mechanism of free and fair elections, multi-party systems, and so on. It's something more. This implies a society that is able to deal with the differences within societies, where ethnicity is just one. But this implies also a secularization of the ethnicity, and we are still far from this vision. Yeah?